Do you have a blog and an Instagram account? Stay tuned because I'm going to show you 3 ways you can use Instagram to drive traffic to your blog even if you don't have 10,000 followers. Hi, I'm Andrea Stenberg and I help small business owners get new clients with Facebook, LinkedIn, and Instagram. And today I'm talking about using your Instagram stories to drive traffic to your blog. The blog, your website, is the one place on the internet that you own. You've paid for your domain, you're paid for your hosting, it's yours. You can do whatever you want, you own it. Nobody's going to take it away from you. You don't own Instagram, you don't own your Instagram profile. Facebook does. And as much as I love Instagram and all social media, I really honestly believe if you are a marketer, your number one goal needs to be to get people off social media and onto your website. And promoting your blog posts are a great way to do it because it's not promotional like if you're selling a product or service. It's providing information or entertainment depending on how your blog is structured, but you are still getting people to your website. And hopefully if you've created a really great blog post, people are going to stick around, look at other blog posts, maybe look at your about page, and maybe look at your products and services, and hopefully keep going back. But you need to get people to your blog, and Instagram is a great way to do that. First and fastest and simplest way to drive traffic to your blog post is to share a quote from your blog on your stories. So you can just make a simple text pane in your stories and share a quote, and let people know that came from your blog. Or maybe have a series of stories, maybe 3, where you have a longer quote that goes across 3 panes to get people interested, and then say, hey, learn more, go to my blog. Another way that you can use your Instagram stories to promote your blog post is do a screen capture of your blog and share it to your stories. An even better way is to actually do a short video clip that shows you scrolling through your blog so people can see the images, can see the heading and the subheading, and entice them to go to your blog. Third way you can drive traffic to your blog, and I would say this is probably the best way, is to create a short video, whether you go live or do video clips that you put in your stories talking about some aspect of your blog post. Now, you don't want to give away the farm. You don't want to say everything that's in your blog post. You want to do a little bit of a teaser. Maybe you share one part of your blog post. So say, for example, you've done a list blog post, say the top 5 ways to do blah. You might share tip 1 and tip 2 and say, hey, I've got 3 more really awesome tips on my blog post. Why don't you head over and read them? Another thing you can do is do a short video explaining why you wrote the blog post, what inspired you, what motivated you, why this topic is important enough for you to write about, and more importantly, why is this topic important enough for your Instagram followers to read, and then invite them to go to your blog. Now at this point, I know you're saying to me, but Andrea, at the beginning of this video, you promised me that you were going to tell me how to get people to my blog, even though I don't have 10,000 followers and don't have the swipe up feature that will automatically take people to your blog. Well, again, there's 3 kind of main ways that you can do that even if you don't have 10,000 followers. First simple one is you can use the link in your bio to send people to your blog post, and in your story say, hey, if you want to read more, click through to my bio and the link is there. But it requires the viewer to do a little bit of work. So you have to make sure your story is really enticing. It's really making them so want to go and find out what the rest of your story is about in order for somebody to take that many steps to get over to your blog. So if you aren't such a good storyteller that you're making people just desperate to read your blog post, another great way is use the question sticker. So say you have 3 story posts, 3 consecutive story posts that talk about your blog, and then the last one you're saying, hey, if you want to know more, go to my story. Add poll sticker and say, would you like me to send you the link to the blog post? Anybody who clicks yes, they've raised their hand and said, yes, I want the link. And then you can send them a DM to the link. So you can send them the actual full link in their direct messages. They will get it. They can click on it and go through to your blog post. And that's actually a really valuable way because they're engaging with your story, which signals to Instagram that they're more interested in your content, which means they're going to show them more of your content in the future. It also signals to Instagram that this is interesting content, so it may show that content to more people, not just the person who clicked through. And so it helps you with the Instagram ranking, and it also increases your engagement and your relationship with this person. Because for somebody to actually click one of those stickers in your story, it's sort of increasing their connection to you. They're not just no longer just passively consuming your content, they're interacting with you, and that's a great way to start the conversation. So for example, they click the yes and say, yes, Andrea, I want a link to your blog post. You send them to the link, and then in a couple of days you can DM them again because now they're in your direct message box, and you can say, hey, I sent you the link to my blog post 2 days ago. Did you get a chance to read it? What did you think? Was there anything you particularly liked, or did you have any questions? Something to start the conversation. If they don't reply to that, you could, in another couple of days, you could send them a message and say, hey, I haven't heard from you. I was just wondering if this blog post wasn't really to your taste, is there a topic that you would like to see me write about? So anything you can do to start the conversation so that you are deepening your relationship and eventually turning them into a customer. The third way you can get the link to your blog post to somebody who is watched your story, but you don't have 10,000 followers and the swipe up feature, is at the end of your story that's promoting your blog post, when you say, hey, head over to my blog post to read more. If you would like the link, send me a direct message and I will send it to you. So again, that's getting people to interact with your post, getting people to interact with you, and it sends great signals to Instagram saying that they should be shown more of your content. It's sending it signals to Instagram that your content is great, and so they should show your content to more people, and it allows you to send people a link directly. So there you have it, 3 ways to promote your blog post and 3 ways to get people from Instagram to your blog, even if you don't have 10,000 followers. Now, before I sign off, I just want to caution you, please don't DM people who haven't raised their hand and said, yes, please send me the link, because that's spam. And we don't want to do that. We don't want to be spammers. We want to be ethical, honest internet marketers, because ultimately that's the way you grow your business, is by letting people know, like, and trust you. And being a spammer doesn't build trust. So if you like this video, do please click the thumbs up button. And if you don't already, do follow me on Instagram. I'm at Andrea Stenberg. Thank you for watching, and I will see you on my my next video, where I'm going to be talking about the importance of going live and how to get over your fear of going live. So thank you for watching. I'm Andrea Stenberg. See you.